Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to another Race Shadow Legends video. In today's video, I want to share a new interesting champion that Plarium released recently. I'm talking about this champion, Klaazag here. He's a new Chimera god in terms of trials because he has so much utility. He can do a bit of damage. He's like support in a vibe of a bit of damage, which is super good for a majority of important trials. We have here, I'm playing other people's account here. I'm doing a testing about Klaazag. I want to see his potential. And yeah, here we have a decent Chimera trial team here. We got Elva, but if you have instead of her another reviver for trials, for example Galatir can make this team better. For example, because Galatir can add us block active, and for example you see here I have Lydia, and if you got that Galatir, you can replace Lydia with other damage dealer or other trial champion to help more this team in general. We got here Negmotar. Negmotar can be replaced with Lamasu, I think. Maybe most of people have Lamasu, but Negmotar can give you more trials because he's giving us leech. Yeah, he's giving us leech and a lot of thermeter. Marius here is a damage spot, but I do prefer Marius in general because he's tanky and he give us increased defense and increased accuracy. Galatir could give here, for example, the same like block active. He could give increase accuracy and decrease rest. So maybe if you have Galatir, you can change Marius with Alas or other defense nuker, and Lydia with someone else. This is what I want to share now, but I think it's a bit overkill in terms of decreased defense weaken here because class are giving us decreased defense weaken plus decreased res plus decreased accuracy, and same thing for Lydia, she's giving decreased defense and weaken, so that you can make a cycle between them in this combination here. And yeah guys, let's go on the run and show you what this champion can do. On the ultimate form, nothing special. I just it's manual team here. I don't do something special. You could maybe put out on ultimate form. This thing can reach 1 key because of 6-star Marius, but and even the scene Marius wasn't crashing Ren. With crashing Ren, on 6-star I mean, on 6-star crashing Ren can do even more damage in general. But we didn't want to switch because was needed for PvP too. The good part about Klaazag, he has not other like the debuffs. He has counter attack and unkillable protected, which and even Fear A1. You'll see on the RAM form now. I'll skip this part because it's nothing special. He has that counter attack unkillable, which helps us a lot to do some trials there. Okay, 5 turn here. Okay, we're moving to the RAM form now. 1 second. Okay, yeah. You see here I did put unkillable and counter attack. And when the boss will switch now his form to the ultimate to the ram form, he'll not even kill the lowest crit damage target here because of the unkillable. Yeah, and here I'm trying to put a lot of debuffs here. I did with A1 I think on Lydia. No, A2, yeah, A2, A2. But she'll reflect first time. It's fine. Okay, and Klaazag, you see here Klaazag can do 4 debuff, the most important one. With decreased accuracy, he can do absolutely nothing, this boss. And here, he'll kill the Negmo. And all of the champions counter-attacking. And Klaazag with counter-attack with his A1, he does give every time the True Fear, which is super good to do trials. When you have True Fear on the RAM form, Marius or whatever damage dealer here on this slot can do damage normally. He doesn't even get reflect, which is so massive. Yeah, I did one trial there. This team has potential, I think, on 18 trials. I did like we'll see. I'll show you on the when we reach there on the final round. Okay, decrease speed. I do have Elva with 6-star Brimstone. It's not needed any more accuracy when you have 6-star Brimstone. Helps for some trials. And another True Fear. It's a good combination with Lydia between Klaazag because I have permanent or almost permanent decrease def, which is helpful. And here I was looking for trials. It is potential to do 5 or 6, I think, here. Yeah. Mario starts doing damage because of True Fear. He was doing A3 now. Yeah, I had 2 more debuff to put with increased accuracy there. I did put unkillable, so my champion didn't die because he was doing A3, and you've seen that with A3 he unkillable, the boss wasn't killing my champion, which is super good. Okay, here I did put another decreased speed. Okay, increased accuracy to do that trial. Klaazag is doing his debuffs again. He did 2 trials there. He did the debuffs, 12 buffs and debuffs in total, and increased accuracy. And another trial there this week is rotation 4 on Chimera. I mean this month is rotation 4, which is very good to do trials because you have all of the important forms. Ram form, Lion form, and Viper form are void affinity, which is make the team super good for trials. You could maybe put if you got Galatir or something else that's as reviver, you could maybe make ally attack here to work with Klaazag, which is a thing to have every time through fear on the boss. Yeah, Mikage with Ninja could be in combo too, or there is plenty of option. When you got this champion, like this champion makes Chimera super easy on terms of trials. Even manually, you don't even have to restart so much time. Like I did restart only one time because I didn't know what this champion can do. But on this was the second run that I did, which yeah was working very perfect. Okay. Ultimate form is key because it's just damage. We don't have anything special to do here. Just block buff for that increased speed. Even on the boss is doing that when he does A1 and if I don't have block debuff for example, he will with decreased accuracy he will not even do provoke and decrease speed on me, which is super good. Okay, we are here on the lion form now. Yeah, turn 15. He'll prioritize Klaazag because Klaazag was having increased def and Marius somehow was fast to don't have it. I did here decrease defense, decrease res and decrease accuracy with that skill. He'll do A2, is super good to have that skill on right now because he'll not do decrease defense on our side, which is so good. With Elva I did the block debuff, stuff like that. The boss is hitting hard to be honest, we'll see later. I'll have some problems with lion form on the next part because of trials. Here I was trying to do the middle trial. On this team I don't have like very good, yeah, here is super good materials this week. I didn't have normal damage there, I have max HP like Marius. If you put, for example, on damage dealer, normal one like Alas, Ninja, whatever, that do normal damage, can do those trials way better. But I do prefer Marius because he's tankier. In general is my option. I did that I think A2 with Marius because he did some trials there. But because I was thinking I have plenty of turn to do that that trial. Okay, he didn't do that much damage here because of not a lot of trials now. We are on 6 trial. Okay, 7 trials. I think that was an overkill with, yeah, that was an overkill with A2. I should have gone with A1 there. That was probably my mistake. But you need to have 5 buffs. Yeah, I don't have, if you have here Gizmak for example. If you have Gizmak for that, this week is 4-star Basalt on Pain Link. If you got maybe Sneak Track or Gizmak will work for this trial. It's super good at that 4-star Basalt. We need as much as possible because you can make so easy plus 15 if you got 4 of those Basalt for relics. Yeah. Okay, I did with Elva block debuff because of true fear of the boss. I did put counter attack here because the boss will move soon, so I could do some more damage to do that A1, I mean the damage normal trial. I think the crushing Marius could have been better here if I use that, because of will be more damage in general, and probably some trials will be much easier. You see here Negmo is getting a lot of turns, and there are some relics that are missing here. I'll show you when we go on the build showcase there. Okay. Okay, almost that trial is done. It was kinda close, to be honest. Very close to don't do it. You have to do it in 3 turns with 5 debuff. I did calculate the buff there. I couldn't put me myself increase def because he'll not have enough turn to do it. Okay, and yeah, here I did that, and the second one was easy too. But the issue we'll see in the next line for me, it was big issue on my team here later. I didn't have lots of survivability somehow, and some champion died there. Yeah, here I did just damage. This trial was easy. 10 trials on this lion form. Yeah, I had that counter attack, ally attack left. If you go like ally attack and play with ally attack, maybe instead of Lydia with something, Mikage or other one, Farakin could work too. But I did try to play this team. Okay, yeah, Marius is doing damage there. Okay, here lion form is done for the first part. Okay, we are moving to Viper now. We have 10 trials. Okay. I did try to not buff myself a lot, but one of trick that I did want to test here, yeah, Marius is 9 piece merciless for more turns. One trick that I did test here, and it's actually working. His A3 placing counter attack and unkillable on allies to turn, but those buff are protected, which is super good when you start on the on that Viper form, because he want to steal the buffs, but he's not doing that. He's not doing that because he's protected. That's the case. Okay, moving to the Viper. And here I have all of this counter attack, unkillable, protected. He did still some increased def and increased accuracy, is not that massive. And one of good part about Klaazag that I want to say here, he's reflecting with I think it's A1 or passive, is reflecting all of debuff from him to the boss, which makes the poison trial much easier. If I had, for example, here instead of Lydia, maybe Farakin, or maybe Farakin, because Farakin gives a lots of potential too, of ally attacking, of poison trial, so it's potential to do that trial too. I did place here decrease accuracy just to be safe with decreased def. I was going a bit overkill with debuffs here, I think. Yeah, almost, but Negmo did had enough to put decrease speed and decrease attack. Yeah, that was pretty good. Yeah, but the issue here was I didn't have block active, so you have to put block active for that trial. You have to keep in mind that. Yeah. If I did here, I think I did here multiple turns, if I remember. Yeah, I did multiple turns. Yeah, and Marius got somehow one more turn, and the boss was reflecting all of the buff here. Even with decreased accuracy, yeah. Which, yeah. Which should have survived to don't get reflected here on this next hit. Yeah, he did this. All of the buff are reflected, but it's fine because Marius was getting multiple turns, is not an issue. Another decreased speed. Okay. Okay. I was closing to do the cleanse again there. And here I was trying to do the block active trial, but on this team I'm missing HP burn trial. If I had HP burn trial, HP burn champion, for example Alas or Ninja or whatever, I could have done the HP burn, and with HP burn could have done the other hard version with an debuff, because Klaazag is reflecting, he has multiple debuffs. With Brimstone whatever, you can reach super easy 10 debuff without block active on the table. Here we had some good potential, but yeah, like I mentioned, I didn't have Farak in the team. I could have switched like some option here, but if we had like oh, here Marius was getting 3 turns, was insane with this build. Yeah, we had some option here that we could have played if we had Galatir. Galatir is the best trial if you yeah, the best trial champion in terms of reviving, because he's giving lots of other option too. He's giving Thermeter, he's giving other trials too. Elva is giving maybe the potential of increased attack trial, but it's not that easy here because Marius is not dying that fast. And yeah, she's giving decent heal, good. She can do easy the block stun maybe because she's placing a lot of protected block debuff because of 9 piece protection. And yeah, this was Viper. Yeah, I did place here I think block active, or I did try something else here, but it was kinda, yeah, here was my mistake. I should have gone with block active there. I think I was trying something, but yeah, I didn't work that well there. Yeah, you wonder. That was my mistake there. You should not. You should put that block active. Here I was in a bit danger. Yeah, Negmo did die there. I should have done block active and I could have survived longer. It's fine because I get debuffs back and all people get here their HP back. Okay, yeah, increase, decrease. Yeah, on the ultimate we skip because it's just damage, nothing special. You just have to put block buff on that yellow skill on second skill. And here if you, with the Klaazag here is doing um, decrease accuracy on the boss A1, which is so good. Okay, in case of that block active, not block active, block debuff, if it doesn't work. Okay, we go on the second RAM form now. Second RAM form here. Okay, same thing. I did have unkillable on the start. Here is potential to do the this dual trial, but my damage is kinda bad with this Marius without that crushing run here. Yeah, here Klaazag was getting insane amount of damage back. Oh, I did forgot. Yeah, I did forgot with Klaazag. I did place the uh, debuffs that fast and the boss was reflecting them. It's not problematic because yeah, I got the stun almost in a way to done. Marius can hit because of counter-attacking with True Fear. Yeah, I think here yeah, I did revive the Negmo. Reviving the Negmo, yeah. Block stun is very potential. Even the dual bar. Even the dual bar is very potential if I had more damage in some cases. Yeah, it will be doable that too. Okay, another decreased speed here. Small fear. He's placing better fear. Yeah, I do like this combination when Lydia is placing like small fear and he placing the better version. Super massive. That one that he got is super useful. I didn't have decreased death there. And here, somehow Klaazag didn't die. I don't know, maybe he got lower damage, but his defense base, so could that explain a bit? I had 2 more blocks stun to do, but somehow, yeah, it didn't work. I think, yeah, here I did a mistake with Klaazag. Yeah, I did a mistake there with Klaazag. I should have gone with counter attack and block, counter attack and unkillable. It could have survived for that trial, but it's still fine because I had 3 more champions left. I didn't want to boost myself there because I want to do that block stun trial. I had 2 block debuff protected and Elva has enough res to do this trial. Yeah, that trial was done. 13 trials, like I mentioned, could be more. I did want to test Klaazag. I want to show a decent team, not a top tier team here on this video today. I want to show something that maybe most people can achieve if they got this new OP Chimera champion. Okay, and here the reform is done. We go on ultimate back. Nothing special, just damage here. We're going more further. Okay, yeah, we go on the second lion, and here will be very problematic because we did grow the trials. We are on 13 trials, and here I got super high damage. I don't know how. Like for example, here, uh, Marius was getting double hit. He was getting one hit. He got removed, I think, from mastery or something. Probably the mastery did. I think the mastery mess up this run here. To be honest, it is one mastery that can actually, yeah, the mastery that removes the debuffs can mess up the run. To be honest, yeah, here it was super bad. I did try to put debuff. He got fear if I remember correctly. Yeah, he got fear. At least Negmo didn't got fear, but Negmo did got 3% on decrease speed, which makes this super annoying. I did put strengthen back, but it wasn't super good. And yeah, the boss was ignoring my unkillable, which was super bad there. And I did have Marius permanently deaf here somehow. I don't know. I think that mastery maybe did result on this situation, probably. Or yeah, the boss is getting more damage over time. Maybe I should have gone with increased defense on the start. I don't remember. Let me see if I had increased def or not really when the Marius did start. Yeah, I had increased defense here, but he still died with even that 43k damage, and he got 16k and 9k. Yeah, because he did double hit when my Marius did proc the mastery for removing debuff. And here same thing, he got another clap here. He couldn't survive longer, and he was almost close to die, to be honest, but somehow I did survive longer. I could have done 14 tries. I could have done the maybe the ally attack stuff. Maybe the yeah. Maybe I should have gone with Marius crushing land and change these masteries, because did mess up a bit the run, but it's fine. You've seen some things on the run that could mess up things, like masteries could mess up sometimes, or even blessing that I don't have for damage on Chimera is giving lower potential of damage instead of higher potential. And here another ultimate form, nothing special, just damage. I did revive Klaazag. Yeah. Okay. We are going on the last Viper here and almost close to the end of the run. Okay. Yeah, on this Viper, I did a skill again. I think it was. I should have waited a bit there. I think this team could have gone 200 million in general, but because of that trend of Marius. But we don't talk about damage. We talk about tries mostly and what Klaazag can do in this clip. Okay, I did transfer the debuffs here. I did cleanse because of poisons. I did put block active to do. No, I think I did that trial. Yeah, just to survive longer, I guess. Brimstone. Yeah, if I had what's to call? Yeah, if I had that burn, could have done 2 more trials probably. Yeah, like I mentioned, it's potential of 18, probably 19. But I think not this team specific. This team maybe can do 15 or 16. Yeah, I could have done 14 with that counter attack, ally attack stuff. And I could maybe have tried to do the dual bar, but that trial I didn't even do one time because I didn't know how to do that. Maybe it's potential to do that too because of Klaazag of unkillable and protecting. Yeah, here the boss was doing his A2 Stinger Cyclone. I did put with Elva. No, I didn't put. I did wait a bit here. Yeah, he did use that, and we are actually to the we are to the final. Yeah, we are the final no, Viper ultimate form here, and we are done with the run here. Just damage, damage. Yep. Okay. Yeah, this was the run. 3.28 billion on Chimera Clash. 13 trials, some mats. But I wanted to show something more budget in a way, to be honest. Uh, with Klaazag, with the new, probably maybe some people new champions, some people maybe got him, and yeah, this was the team. I will show you now all of the builds, and yeah, let's jump into them. Okay, we got here Negmotar, Relentless plus Merciless. This is his build. I want to aim as fast as possible for this Negmo. High accuracy, want 480, 500. Yeah, that's the Chimera minimum. I could have maybe reached some rest because of 5 star. 5 star blessing helps to get some rest too, for to do easy at the block stun. It's a bit helpful and to survive longer. Okay, Relentless Merciless. I have Journal of Necrotus for more turn meter with the turn meter gem. You could have put, if you have the Pearl Shadow, the Crow relic, because that relic can give you more extra turn of your Negmo. But I have Relentless, so that counts off as I don't need it. Cruelty 5 star because I don't have anything else on the other champion Cruelty, so this one is the Cruelty. This is his masteries. Lydia, I changed his masteries, are this one with a bit of damage, 12 on trial. Nature's Bounty helped to put some True Fear, but to be honest, Klaazag is doing the True Fear role. She's just there to be there. Gaze of Damnation, I did put just to get accuracy. A bit of damage and resist more just to be safe. 9-piece Feral is the best for her. I know the stats are crazy on Lydia, 600 res and 500. If you can't reach that res, you don't even bother with that. You could play with no res, because if you have Elva or Galati that can put block debuff protected, you could do that trial with block stun, because the block debuff will be protected. You want at least 480 on accuracy side. And speed 300 is good, and as tanky as you can, HP and defense side. Okay, this is the Lydia. Marius, I did try a new build, 9-piece Merciless here. Could work 6-piece with Zeal too, or other stuff. I think the other build with like no 9-piece Merciless could be more defense and damage things. But I like this build too. It's a decent damage build too. It's not the greatest, but it's okay. Cat Gaze, we want Cat Gaze on Marius. We have 2 gemstones that boost damage of max HP. One is with inner defense for other hits, 5%, and other for damage. And that one is mostly for arena. We got Soul Rip here, but Soul Rip is mostly PvP. If you want Chimera and you got 6-star Marius, it's better to have Crushing Red. If you don't have 6-star Marius, Soul Rip could be okay on lower side, or Cruelty if you don't have one other champion, or yeah, those options probably. Okay, this we got, and this is the mastery that I ran, but I think I did want to change his mastery, because I've seen that Resurgent, the shield guy with sword here, did mess up the lion form there. So you have to keep in mind that could mess up your run, that that mastery, because he did remove from that mastery. Okay, Elva, these are the mastery on Elva. I did try to run her with Teres as much as possible. She got Brimstone, but Brimstone helps on 6-star if you run on support, like Elva or other reviver. If you go 6-star, you don't need any more accuracy. This is her relic, golden elixir to keep her alive always, with some gem to give more boss less damage. Yeah, she's fast, I know. She's 367 with 500 res. You don't even want that. You could even play lower if you got Elva. You could play with 300 and it should be okay. I did play faster, but yeah, it was decent to good and tanky as much as possible. 9-piece protection for extra damage. And Klaazag, the big boy on this clip. Klaazag Kill Hulk. We got here 9-piece Feral on him to boost more damage, because he got basically 5 debuffs through Fear and others one, which are super massive. I did try to build him with a bit of damage. He wasn't doing like insane damage. He was doing like 20 something million there. We got like 4.7k defense, a bit HP, decent speed 293 and 290 3 on the crit damage too, 100% crit rate to do critical stuff, and you don't even need accuracy because he has A2 skill on his kit and A1 that are debuff irresistible on the bosses, which are super good. Only if you plan to use him on like faction or waves content, you need accuracy. But for here, I didn't even need. So I did try to get more defense, more crit damage. In general, you could pump more stats if you can in future. More defense, it could be massive. We didn't have even higher blessing or even as much as possible Ascension on a gear, so could have improved. Here we got Talon, but there are a lot of options. If you have multiple cat gaze that you don't use, you could put a cat gaze. You could put an Erratic Coronet if you got it, because he has that a lot of debuff, so he'll stack so easy the debuff damage. Or you could have run maybe Pulsed Shadow if you want to get more turns, more decreased defense, and other decrease accuracy and decrease res. Even, yeah, or True Fear and counter attack unkillable. So all of the kit with that Pulsed Shadow can help because you have a mini Relentless on your champion. Or some damage relics like I mentioned. Yeah, we got Nature's Rat, we got books. Books are super important on him, and he got his passive that can give some damage because it says about max HP on his kit. And these are the mastery. I didn't try hand smasher because we don't have in general we don't have inner defense set, but I think maybe could work at some point. Yeah, these are his mastery. Cycle of Magic helps a bit. All the debuffs and buff extension are super helpful too. And yeah, guys, this was the team that I want to share on this video. If you enjoy my content in general, don't forget to give a like, a subscribe. I hope I show you this video helpful. And yeah, we'll see you in the next one, guys. Have a good one. Bye bye.